Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
I'm also good.
First, I'd like to ask an official question. What's your position in soccer?
My position in soccer is forward.
And I'll be one of the outside defenders.
I'm the goalkeeper. My official position right now is center midfielder.
Well, I've been assigned the position of center back in our soccer team. As the center back, I'm supposed to help manage the defensive positions in our team.
So for our team, I play center back, along with my brother Young, and yeah.
Right now in soccer, my position is forward. That's great. Let's get into the first question. What was your reaction after the first practice?
My reaction after the first practice wasn't too significant because I already have PE with Coach Lance. But outside was quite chilly and windy, so I felt very cold and my legs were definitely sore from practice.
Interesting. Well, the next question is, what's your goal for this season?
My goal for this season is just to try my best and also become a better team member.
Great. Well, that concludes it for our interview. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Musi. As you know, I'm here to interview you about soccer so far.
Okay, great.
All right, let's get started. With goalie being the hardest position to play with all the pressure, how do you deal with it?
I just try to focus on what the goal is and protect it, obviously, because that's my job. And I try to think of my teammates so I don't let them down, and I want to improve and get better so I can be on top.
That's great. Next question. What would you say to newcoming players to get them to join the team?
Well, I'll just try and encourage them because if you don't start somewhere, then you won't ever start. And I think playing soccer is a great way to start something because you can find something you love and learn from all the experiences and what you do. Even if you do get hurt or if we do lose, we can learn from it and get better.
That's great encouragement. That was our last question for the interview. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Hey Lucy, as you know, I'm interviewing players for soccer and I wanted to interview you.
Thank you for having me. It's always interesting to be part of the interview process.
I know the competition is kind of nerve-wracking. What do you think when you're on the field?
When I get on the field, I do start off being nervous, but throughout the game, I just tell myself to not give up because, as you know, soccer can be really tiring. So you really need that mental effort that keeps on pushing yourself so you don't give up.
And my last question is, what pulled you into soccer? What was the appeal?
I just like playing sports. Starting when I was younger, I just always loved playing sports, and I just grew up playing sports with my friends. And I remember I enjoyed playing soccer with my friends, so I thought joining the team will bring me new experiences and challenges in my life.
That's great. Well, that concludes it for our interview. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, Young. Welcome to our interview. I'm glad you're here.
Yep, me too.
Great. And my next question is, as a defender, in your opinion, what is the biggest problem you face? How have you overcome it?
Right, I just recently had a match. Our team had a match, a friendly match, but because it was our first match, I found out that our team was largely not used to receiving orders of sorts, my calls, and applying my calls on the moment. So I hope to ratify that in due time.
Now, on to our next question. Why do you like soccer? What's the main highlight you enjoy?
Now, I've actually started playing soccer since I was little, about 7 or so. For official soccer, to be honest, this is actually my first year in kayak. Our team since last year and last year weren't able to participate in kayak because of COVID. And so it's really exciting for me. From my experiences in my previous matches, I personally find it interesting how by going on trips outside of school, we're able to form closer bonds with each other. Because really, there is this sort of relationship that isn't able to be formed in simple day-to-day life inside school, but can be formed outside of school.
That's great. And that concludes this thorough interview. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, Unchan. How are you doing today?
Hi, Robert. I'm doing good so far.
That's great. As you know, I'm interviewing players of soccer, and you happen to be one of them. Now let's get started with the questions. Now, what are some enjoyable aspects of soccer?
Well, soccer, it's really fun to just run and just play as a team. And obviously, it's really good to either, as a defender, to steal the ball, or if you're a striker, to score goals.
Okay, and my last question is, what's the most challenging part of practicing?
Well, during practice, I really try to push myself to my limit because that's when I have to really improve to really shine in the game. So I just really try to push myself.
Well, that's going to be it for our interview. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hey Robert, thank you for joining us today. Let's get into the next question. What got you involved in soccer?
I actually kind of got involved in soccer with my own likings of soccer because I've always been interested in it, but I'm not really an athletic person, so I kind of just joined for fun.
Thanks Robert, it was a pleasure to interview you.
Hello, Coach. Welcome to our interview. Do you mind introducing yourself a bit?
My name is Jason Lance. I am the middle school English teacher and PE teacher at ICS, and I also am the volleyball coach and the soccer coach, and I have been at ICS for a total of 8 years.
Great. Our first question is, what is it that makes a great team and why?
Well, I think a great team is not necessarily how talented our players are, but how well our players play together. A great team is defined by teamwork, which means putting the team above the individual outcome, putting the team above your own personal glory.
I know you've been coaching soccer teams for many seasons, so my question is, how do you forecast the season with the teams?
Well, we have very inexperienced teams for the boys and the girls. And especially on the girls' team, most of our players are in middle school. So I anticipate this season being a very challenging season as far as results-wise, and also just learning about the game and learning what it means to be on a varsity level team. But I think that there is also a huge potential for growth. I think our girls are going to grow significantly, and that by the end of the season, we'll have a completely different team from the beginning. And I think our boys, once they get the hang of it, are really going to come together because our teams have always been good teams who care about one another and work hard for one another. And so with the experience and the leadership of some of our seniors, I think that by the end of the season, we're going to have some stronger teams.
Great. My last question is, what would you like to say to the teams for this season? Any advice?
I think the most important thing is work hard, come to practice, listen and learn, trust the older players, and just give your very best because how you play now is not nearly as important as how much you grow and how you play by the end of the season.
And that was our last question. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.